So Elizabeth Warren is back on her bullshit. All right. Yesterday, she said that she's going to swear off corporate money in the general as well as the primary, right? Because that was she was saying before, I'm not taking any corporate money during the primary, but if I win the nomination and I'm running against Donald Trump, then I'll take corporate money. But yesterday, she said, no, I won't take money neither in the primary nor in the general. I'm clean the entire election. And then she waffles within a few hours again. Man, this chick just doesn't stop. She can't take a position and stick to it. She can't make her own lane and stick in it, can she? You know, she just can't do it. This is the problem when you have someone with no integrity. Let's listen to what Elizabeth Warren said herself.
No, I will not be forced to make changes in how I raise money. Look, for me, this is pretty straightforward. Either you think democracy works and electing a president is all about going behind closed doors with bazillionaires and corporate executives and lobbyists and scooping up as much money as possible. Or you think it's about a grassroots, let's build this from the ground up. And the problem is, so long as it's the wealthy and well-connected who finance the presidential elections, then we're going to continue to have a government that works really great for the wealthy and the well-connected and just not work for much of anyone else. I'm not going to go do the big dollar fundraisers. I'm just not going to do it.
But then she waffles. Not even a few hours later, she waffles on her position. Okay, she can't be straight. She just can't. Elizabeth Warren's campaign clarifies she'll raise big dollar money for the party as nominee. In a statement to NBC News, the Warren campaign clarified that the candidate would indeed attend high-dollar events for the party, where individuals can donate tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars. This distinction might open up Warren to charges of hypocrisy. Why refuse to attend high-dollar fundraisers for your campaign, but gladly attend them for the party? So what does this mean? When you're running as a Democrat, okay, you can take donations right now up to $2,800, right? But if you win the nomination, you're the party nominee of the DNC, then you can raise much more money for the party, okay? You can raise big fat checks worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, okay? And she's saying she'll do that. So when she's the nominee and Comcast come along, or Pepsi or Coca-Cola, and they say, yo, here's this $300,000 for your party. She'll be like, oh yeah, cool. Thank you so much for helping the DNC out. What is wrong with you? Again, if you recognize the problem of money in politics, if you are aware of this dynamic that money, politician, bad, then why are you continuing the dynamic? Oh my God, this makes me so mad. Bernie Sanders, okay? You guys saw we covered his plan yesterday, his new anti-corruption plan. He wrote specifically about this. He said if he wins the nomination, no more corporate money to the DNC. Okay, so this is not just about him taking corporate money. The party will not take any more corporate money. Okay, because he can do that. If you're the nominee, you can decide that. I'm not accepting any corporate donations. And he said he'll do that if he wins the nomination. Elizabeth Warren is saying she won't. So don't tell me that they're equal. Anyone who's telling you that they're equal is a liar. I mean, this is not a question of my opinion. This is literally from their mouths. This is coming from campaign A, campaign B. They're not the same. One will take corporate money as the DNC nominee. The other will not. Okay? One will take corporate money for the party. The other will not take corporate money for the party. This is a distinction. You may not like it, but this is a fact. This is coming from the campaigns. This is not me. I didn't write this. Okay? So this isn't a question of, oh, you're being sexist because you don't support Warren. No, we're being vocal about our convictions. Man. Like I said, she has to waffle, right? She can't pick a position and stick to it. She says, oh, I'm for Medicare for all. And then there's many paths to Medicare for all. Yeah, really? There's many paths to the moon as well. That doesn't mean I'm going to lift up with this chair and become a rocket now. Okay? She just can't pick a position and stick to it. You know, she says she's for Medicare for all. Then she says there's many paths to Medicare for all. And she doesn't cite the bill on her website. And she makes no mention of universal single-payer healthcare, right? Which means, wink, wink, I'm open to other avenues. You're listening, corporate donors, Big Pharma, don't worry. I'm your gal. She can't stick to a position. She just can't. And what no one is talking about is that Elizabeth Warren has already used corporate money during this election. She's already poisoned the well. She took $10 million from her Senate bid last year, money that she got from corporate donors, from lobbyists, from PACs, and she's put that corporate money into her presidential campaign. She did it right from the start. Not to mention, the fact that it took her this long to actually clarify that she will not take corporate money during the general is a problem in itself. Okay? So this is problem number one. We are in October now. She announced her candidacy months ago. Only now she says, I will not take corporate money. Why didn't you say that before? Why are you only changing your mind now? Is this not one of your core beliefs? If it's not, then I don't want you as president. I don't believe in you. I don't trust you. Bernie Sanders has never taken corporate money. Bernie Sanders has always sworn off corporate money. I trust him. He has said that and done that for decades, years and years and years and years before you. So why would I trust you over him? I would be stupid to trust you over him. I have an option of someone who is genuine and walks the walk, not just talks the talk. So this is problem number one. Problem number two, in true Elizabeth Warren fashion, she flip-flops within a few hours. She's like, oh, let me clarify just to reassure all the corporations. I'll take corporate money once, I'm the nominee. I'll still take your money for the party because, we're still going to be a whore. We're still going to be a prostitute to corporations, right? I'm not going to bring about real incremental change. The DNC will remain a vessel of corporate money and corporate interests. We're there for you. Don't worry. We're still going to take your money and do what you want. How anyone on this planet can rationalize this blatant corruption is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. How many goddamn times do you have to elect someone with no goddamn morals until it gets through your thick skulls that you have to get this money out of politics? How many times? Bernie is goddamn killing himself trying to fix this country. How many times is it? It's infuriating. You have a perfect candidate in your face and you spit on him and reject him for someone who has no morals and flip-flops 1 hour to the next. This is incomprehensible. God damn it, man. And again, this is not just the money issue. She did this with Medicare for all. I still can't even tell if she really supports Medicare for all. This is a red flag in itself. This is the most important issue. You could argue corruption is too, honestly. I used to say Medicare for all is the number one issue. It is the number one issue on voters' minds. But if I think about it, me personally, I would say corruption is number one. Because like we said yesterday, this is the key to everything else. You want to get Medicare for all, Green New Deal, stop the wars. You need to get the corruption out of Washington first. Okay, so there you go. And look, man, the other thing is that she has not announced any plan like Bernie Sanders. His anti-corruption plan, where is it? She's not said that she's going to give a lifetime ban to former senators and Congress people from becoming lobbyists. She hasn't said that. There's no plan for that. Elizabeth, I have a plan, Warren. Where's your plan to fix corruption? I haven't seen it. So no lifetime ban for becoming a lobbyist. Okay. She's still going to let the DNC take money. No banning of advertising during presidential debates. And another thing is that how as a Democratic candidate, you can receive a contribution of up to $2,800 per person. It's repeated again when you're the nominee. Okay, so if you become the party nominee, again, you can take contributions of $2,800 besides taking enormous contributions for the party. Yes, it's very complicated. They want to get as much money as they can in there. Okay, and Bernie Sanders said that he will lower that contribution to $500. Okay, so no more $2,800. Now it's $500 and no corporate money at all. Zero corporate money. Okay. Elizabeth Warren said nothing about that. She's going to keep taking the $2,800 and she's going to take the corporate money for the party. This is infuriating. This is truly infuriating. And, again, if Bernie Sanders is the litmus test for what a perfect candidate is, if he's the Rolls Royce, why would you settle for anything less? Why would you settle for a watered down version of Bernie Sanders? People say that, oh, you're sexist and you're narrow-minded because you don't want to vote for Warren. No, I think you are the one who is discriminatory and you are the one who has no convictions. Because if you had any morals, if you had any principles, you wouldn't even think twice. You would just vote for Bernie Sanders. But you don't actually really believe in fixing corruption and bringing about Medicare for all. You know why? Because 70% of Warren's base are white middle class. They're college educated and privileged. So it doesn't matter who gets into office for them because it's not going to affect their lives as drastically as it would affect Bernie Sanders' base, who need Medicare for all, who need incremental change, who need someone who actually represents working class people. They need that change. Their lives depend on it. This is not just a game for them. Elizabeth Warren, again, 70% of her base is white, college educated, middle class. It doesn't matter who's in the White House for them because white privilege rules America. And I know some people not going to agree, but this is the truth. This is the status quo. And what she's trying to do is pander to both. She's trying to tell people that, yeah, I'm progressive and I'm not going to take corporate money, wink, wink, and get people who are progressives into her base. And then she's also trying to please the donor class at the same time and tell them, don't worry, I'm actually still going to take your money. When I get the nomination, yeah, you can still send me those $100,000 checks. We'll take them. We'll take all you got. As usual, don't worry. And the pretext behind this is that, oh, but we have to compete against Donald Trump. And, there's all the local DNCs and the state DNC offices. It's a national effort. We're going to need that money. Oh, my God. Look, man, you can rationalize until the cows come home about why you need corporate money. But at the end of the day, you as a politician, you are here to serve the people. So if you're taking that corporate money, you're not doing your job. You're doing the job of the corporations. So you ain't trustworthy. We can't trust you. It's out of the question. This is an X canceled. This is a pillar of being a progressive. You don't take corporate money under any circumstances. You don't take it. Doesn't matter if the world's going to end. You don't take that corporate money. You don't touch it. It's dirty. It's dirty money. It corrupts. And man, the fact that she flip-flopped like that in 1 hour, man, forget it. Yo, man, I'm tired of debating this. This is no debate. Bernie Sanders is the only one. Every single day he proves it. He's the only one. All right? Forget it, man. This is just absurd. I mean, she's literally spitting in the face of progressives. She's literally taking us for idiots. She thinks that we don't notice what she's doing. And look, man, I love the Young Turks and I love Cenk, but he's trying to spin it that, oh, but this is great. Now 2 out of 3 frontrunners are trying to outdo each other on who's more anti-corruption. So this is good. This is like a battle of the ideas. And in the end, it's a win-win for progressives. No, because Elizabeth Warren just clarified that she's indeed still going to take that corporate money for the party. So she won't take it now, but once she's the nominee, she'll still do their bidding. She'll still let the Democratic Party be a vessel and a vehicle of corruption of corporations. She won't change it. It's same old business. Same old. No. Not to mention all the stuff I already said. I mean, look, man, this chick, I'm not saying that people can't evolve politically and that they can't change their minds, but many people have already said that she used to be a Republican. She voted for Reagan twice. What is up with this chick? I mean, she still waffles. It's not just that ages ago she used to be a Republican and now she's a Democrat. Fine. But dude, a few hours ago she's saying she's not going to take corporate money, and then a few hours later she says she will actually for the party. Which one is it? Make your goddamn mind up. This is why we don't trust you. You don't stick to your principles. How are you running for the highest office in the country and you don't know what you represent and you can't communicate that? I mean, either you are malicious and you are being deceitful and you are lying to people, or you're incompetent. And in both cases, you shouldn't be running for president. Leave it to Bernie Sanders. We need someone who isn't corrupt. We need someone who is the real deal and has been his entire life.